Hi there, hey, this is Professor Tech, just making this video as a reminder so that you don't forget to do what you need to do to get your classes started. So if you're watching this, you're probably either enrolled or on the wait list of one of my classes. So the first thing you need to do, okay, just to make sure that you are not missing anything, is to log into apps.losrios.edu. So once you get there, you go to your Los Rios Gmail and make sure that you check all of the email messages on that account. Sometimes things might get misclassified into, let's see, I think it's forum or something else. Okay, so it might get misclassified, so it may not appear in your main email. So you have to make sure that you check all of the tabs in Gmail. So once you check that, the next thing you need to do is to head over to Canvas. Now when you get to your Canvas, you won't see the same thing that I do because I'm teaching several classes. So you will see all of your classes over here. To be more specific, one of the classes that you're taking from me, or all of the classes, if you're taking both CISP 310 and 440 from me, you will see both of these items here. So what you need to do is to go to each one, okay? Go to each one and head on over to announcements. So once you get to announcements, you will get to see all the announcements that I have posted for this particular semester. So you have to make sure that you read every single one of those. Now you may have received some of these by Gmail, but you may not have received all of these by Gmail. The reason is if you are on waitlist, I have to manually add you to the Canvas class, and don't think that you're on roster. You're on Canvas only if you're on waitlist. I have not added a single person into the roster of both of my classes. So you're on Canvas only so that you have access to the class material, but you do not yet, you're not yet enrolled in class if you're on waitlist. Okay. But nonetheless, you still need to do everything that everybody needs to do, even if you're on waitlist. So make sure you read all of these announcements. So in this case, there are 4 in here. So, and each one, like this one here, one of these, or some of these, may have a link to a longer document. The reason why I do the longer document is so that I can have a template that I store in Google Drive, and this way I don't need to rewrite the entire document from scratch. But basically, make sure that you read all the linked documents from the announcements as well. Okay, so at this point, this is a Monday, and both classes start tomorrow in terms of the synchronous sessions. So basically, at this point, before tomorrow, before the class time tomorrow, I would say well before. Okay, so what you need to do is to follow all of these instructions and get yourself a Discord account, and also add yourself to my Discord server and change your nickname to reflect your actual name. Okay, so I will periodically go into Discord and scan through all the members. If I see a member that has the full name and it matches one of the names on my roster and it does not have a student role yet, then I will change that member to get a student role. Unless you have a student role, you cannot post messages. You'll be very limited in terms of what you can do. So you got to make sure that you follow these instructions well before the class starts tomorrow. So that will give me a little bit of time in order to change your role on Discord so that you can participate in the synchronous lectures. Okay. I have also posted the syllabus, which means I'm not going to go through the syllabus during class time, during the synchronous class time. And that's part of the reason why I do that, is so that I don't have to spend class time to do that, so I can focus more on class related material, because we only got so much time in a semester, so I got to make sure that that time is used wisely. So if you do have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, so my email address, okay, is this. Okay, give me a second here so I can make my own little virtual whiteboard. So if you do have any questions about getting onto Discord, obviously, my Discord presence is not going to help you much. So if you do have any questions, send your email to this account. Okay, it's auyeunt@arc.losrios.edu. And in your email, make sure that you indicate who you are and which class you're in. Okay, so even if you're on waitlist, okay, you'll make sure that you let me know you're on the wait list of which class. I do have one word to share about the prerequisites. So the prerequisites and also co-requisite in one of my classes, they are not set up for my convenience. Okay, they are set up for your convenience and also for your success. If you do not meet any one of the prerequisites or the co-requisite of one of my classes, my suggestion is do not take the class. Okay, because there's a reason why there is a prerequisite or a co-requisite to a class. That is here to ensure that you have all the background knowledge that is needed to succeed in this class. In other words, I will be pretty much assuming that you know the stuff that is in the prerequisite or co-requisite class when you take my classes. And I'm not going to spend too much time or any time at all to explain things that I expect people to have understood or have known already. So that means, if you do not meet any one of the prerequisites or the co-requisite, my suggestion is to drop the class, make sure that you have the prerequisite or the co-requisite before you take the class again. Okay? All right, so that's all I have to say at this point, and I'm gonna send this out by email to all of you now.